Hello, and welcome back to Before You Summon. Before we start, I do want to inform everyone that we have a date for the Wanderer's Journey It's Back Gacha. The Wanderer's Journey will return on November 14th and run to November 23rd. I know a lot of my audience members have been very excited of the return of Mizuki and Enna, and therefore I want to inform everyone. Everyone who has decided they are going to summon from Wanderer's Journey, I wish you the best of luck, but for people who are still on the fence, there are still a few things to consider. Wanderer's Journey is part of the first batch of limited cards in the game. This means that there was only 2 cards who had costumes and hairstyle. The Kanade card, which does not have costume or hairstyle, is still in the pool, meaning it's a 1 out of 3 chance to get a card without a costume or a hairstyle if you do decide to summon from this gacha. As far as we can see on the Japanese server, these cards have not seen use either. The only time these cards had a 50% bonus after the fact of its release was during Now I Tie This Ribbon event. Since then, Nightcord 25 has apparently been allergic to cute events. Finally, I want to mention that both Enna and Mizuki are getting 2 limited cards during the early parts of 2024 for those still on the fence. The first batch is going to be Enna and Mizuki together as the Colorful Festival cards for December. They will be the Colorful Festival special characters during the Lion Dance event, where they will be part of a gacha with a 6% summoning bonus. Enna then shows up with a new card during the 2.5 anniversary gacha, and Mizuki shows up the month after in April during the R Escape for Survival gacha. I will not sway anyone from summoning from the Wanderer's Journey. I hope you the best of luck if you do, but I do want the people who are not sure or feel like they are stingy on their resources to think an extra time before summoning from this gacha. This is because it is one of those gachas with only 2 costumes, it does not have a pity bar, and it's not connected to any event, meaning that you will not get anything more than 50% bonus ever again. But with that, let's get into the actual event called Echo My Melody. The event will start November 11th and is a marathon event. The focus unit is Leonid and the attribute is Happy. The focus characters this time around are Ichika, Honami, Saki, Leonid Miku, and Leonid Kaido. I think this is the first event where we have 2 virtual singers as part of the focus members, where it's not a virtual singer focused event. This does not mean that Shiho does not give 50% if she does match the event attribute. She, just like the other Leonid focused virtual singers, will still be able to give those 50%. But it is unique to see 2 virtual singers take the spot as the story focused characters, though only Miku is part of the gacha with Ichika and Honami. As for cards with a 50% bonus, this is an event we can rejoice have a really good and wide spread of cards available. First and foremost, we have the Shiho 1-star. We once again also have 5 available 2-stars in the form of Shiho, Honami, Len, Luca, and Ichika. On top of that, we have 4 available 3-stars in the form of Honami, Ichika, Leonid Miku, and Saki. Finally, there are 9 available 4-star cards, 3 of which are limited. The 3 limited cards is the Valentine's Day Saki, the 1.5 anniversary Luca, and the Spoijoy Park Colorful Festival Honami. We have the unnamed Harmony Trio, or as most people most likely will remember them, the Raincoat Trio, where Shiho does not have a costume, and the trio of cards from the Through V-Ring You Continue Moving Forward event. This is the stained glass costumes coming from Honami and Meiko, with Ichika being the card without a costume. And finally, as the last card with 50% bonus, we have the Happy Birthday Shiho card from last year. On top of this, there are 5 cards that should give a 40% bonus. This in the form of the 1-star Len, the 2-star Miku Margarita Blankenheimen, the 4-star Len Allen Alvedonia, or the Sin of the Servant, and finally 2 happy birthday cards in the form of Luca and Miku's anniversary cards. This roster of cards is really great and it has a lot of coverage. The character who suffers the most is Shiho, as she only has a single 4-star and the 2-star, making her a bit harder to slot into the team. But I can definitely see people being able to make quite amazing teams for this event, and farming should not be a problem. problem. Seeing such well-stacked events is always a fun thing, and it makes it feel more rewarding when you do well-played songs. But that is enough rambling about cards. Let's get on to the card and costume showcase. So we get to the question, have these cards seen any use on the Japanese server as far as we can see? And sadly, only one card has seen use, being the Leonid Miku. She will see use during the 2.5 anniversary in a corner of this resonant town. This event will run from March 30th to April 9th. And the thing is that Miku is a limited card available for summon during a colorful festival in this event. As for the other characters, it has been Shiho and Saki who has been almost part of every single mixed happy event, meaning that Ichika and Honami have been allergic to happy events for some reason, meaning these cards are not quite as useful as they could have been. So we get to the final question at hand. Should you summon from this event? And as always, the answer is yes, if you do like these cards a lot. I do personally think that they are quite solid costumes and the card art is very pretty with its pop aesthetic, but I would be lying if I said that I was tempted to summon from this gacha. These cards aren't revolutionary, and I do think that Leonid has a lot better cards both upcoming and in the past. I think these cards just kinda blend in with the Leonid aesthetic, and the pop art isn't that amazing that I feel like they are really worth it, especially now with the upcoming Leonid card. After all, Honami is getting her best limited card according to myself in June, and Ichika is getting 2 limited cards, one in January and another one in September during the 3rd anniversary. On top of that, Miku is getting a limited during the 2.5 anniversary, as we already mentioned. And even if we look to non-limited cards, there are a lot of great Leonid events, so I personally could definitely see this gacha as a skip. This gacha in particular does really feel like a filler gacha where they had to fill out a time slot with something that was safe but not too amazing. But if these cards make you happy, or it's your oishi, or it's the one character you simp for, I definitely say that you should summon if you have the funds and really don't feel like there's any other event you really want cards from. So if you do decide to summon, please tell me in the comments how it went, and also tell me what you think about these costumes and cards. I really like hearing the nuanced opinions you have about certain events down in the comments, and I do read everything and reply to most of the things that I feel like I have some great input on. It is especially fun reading your own thoughts and opinions surrounding cards or costumes or distribution surrounding Sekai. While you're down there leaving your comment, could you please extend me the other YouTube pleasantries if you already haven't? Like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, and finally, share it with a friend. But with that, I've rambled on far enough about Sekai. Let's get out of here for the week.